Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you again for joining our EBizCharge solution session here. My name is Matt Rogers. I'm one of the senior relationship managers here at EBizCharge, and I'm going to give you, a quick overview of EBizCharge, who we are, how we fit into the marketplace, and then we'll go over our solution. We also have some folks on our team here in the chat to be able to help with any questions anyone has, and then I can go over and address those questions publicly and relay the messages or answers as well. At the end of the session, I don't think we'll need the full 20 minutes. So having said that, let's get started. So who is EBizCharge? EBizCharge has been around since 2004. Ultimately, we are a payment processing company, and our product EBizCharge, which is our flagship product, really has been setting us apart from our competition for years and years and years. EBizCharge currently integrates with over 100 different software applications, which means that it works with various ERP systems, various online platforms, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But we've been working with Acumatica themselves for over 7 years. We've got over 200,000 users currently utilizing our platform. Within the Acumatica community itself, we have several accolades. I'll go over a couple of them that I think are important. The first and foremost, we are a platinum development partner of Acumatica, and we have our own on-site Acumatica developers. Our corporate headquarters is in Southern California, which is about where 95% of our staff reside, and that includes all of our development and support. So we actually have our own in-house full-time Acumatica development staff that is always developing new products, new features to our integration, keeping up with the rollouts that Acumatica does. They have several versions, and all of our systems are also all user tested, QA tested, and regression tested to make sure that all the things that we are putting out work with the current version, the new version, the previous versions to optimize the customer experience as much as possible. In addition to just providing a payment integration, our solution handles many other features and options that customers have asked for over the years, such as surcharging, right? The ability to pass on credit card fees to customers that choose to pay you that way. We are a customer validated solution, and we are the very first payment application to integrate to the Acumatica mobile app itself and allow for payment processing, which is exciting. Again, I mentioned earlier, we've been partnered with Acumatica for about 7 years. And also another major strength of our company is that we are 100% privately owned. There's a single husband and wife that owns our company. We have zero investors. We have zero outside money, which means zero outside influence, which means we are 100% customer focused. Everything that we do is to make our customers, our portfolio, our product and development better and the best. We don't have to answer to any investors or anybody for any reason. So you can always count on our level of service, our level of product, and kind of how we operate, which I think is very, very, very important. So EBizCharge is an add-on for Acumatica that, when installed, lives in the Acumatica framework in the actual ERP system. And simply put, it allows you to process transactions from within Acumatica and without. I'll get into the without here in a second. But no matter where you're at, whether that's the customer record, a sales order, an invoice, a posted invoice, recurring billing, you name it, EBizCharge lives in Acumatica, and it allows you to process both credit and debit, and as well as e-check ACH payments from within the software itself, in which case it automatically applies those payments to the various orders and invoices that are being paid. That way you don't have to leave the program, go somewhere else, handle your payments, come back in, and then manually look up, reconcile, and apply those payments. It's all one nice, neat, simplified, automated process, keeping you centralized, limiting mistakes, all of those things. And in addition to that, EBizCharge is 100% PCI compliant. So our application goes through its own PCI certifications every year. We have all of our documentation, so you can feel comfortable knowing that your cardholder data is safe and that you yourself can be PCI compliant by utilizing the EBizCharge solution, which is obviously very, very, very important these days with cybersecurity. So in addition to being able to run payments yourself inside of Acumatica, EBizCharge also has an email pay option. Now we have two what we call customer initiated payment options. Email pay is one of them. So whether it's an order or an invoice, you can safely and securely email that invoice or order to your customer. They can then open up that invoice, select the payment link, fill in their credit or eCheck ACH information, run their own credit card. That payment, once approved, will come back into Acumatica and apply to that order or invoice automatically for you, all without you having to touch or deal with anything. This email pay technology has really become popular over the last couple of years, especially with people not necessarily being in the office all the time. It's a very convenient, very safe, compliant way of doing payment processing. With email pay, there's no login required. It's just kind of quick and dirty, really easy to do, very seamless. A lot of customers really like this. And these are secure links, so there's no concern there for the links being hacked. They're uniquely generated every time, so that they're always safe and secure. Now, email pay is great for that customer who maybe has one order or one invoice to pay, right? But what if you have customers who have lots of invoices to pay, lots of orders to pay? Well, for those customers, we have our customer payment portal. So our customer payment portal is an actual site, a fixed URL that we host and brand for our customers so that their clients can log in, which they can self-register. So it's really hands-off from the merchant, from you. So their customers can self-register, and it's really a great tool. They can go on there, they can view all of their invoice history, so they can see what's been paid in the portal, what they still owe. There's all kinds of notifications that can be enabled to remind customers they have invoices that are due or past due, or organize them in a way so that the past due ones are at the top or they're in red, or however you want to do what you want to do. But it's really a great self-service collections tool. A lot of our customers will put their customer payment portal URL both on their own website to remind customers they can go online and pay. They will also put them on their invoices to remind customers, hey, you can check this out online. You don't need to call us to look at your payment history. You don't need to call us to view your invoices. They're all being housed on our customer payment portal, which is branded for them. So it's really a great tool. There's all kinds of settings and notifications to allow for partial payments or not. Surcharging obviously is available, like we talked about earlier, but the customer payment portal is really a great place for people who you bill on a recurring basis. You bill frequently. They have many invoices, and they can pay as many as they want there. They can pay 100 invoices at a time. They can even enroll in auto pay. So they can select for themselves to be billed at the end of the month for whatever they owe, and it will just automatically run and sync with Acumatica. It's really great. It's another one of our flagship products that we actually created for the Better Business Bureau. They're a customer of ours many years ago and have since integrated it to the many platforms like Acumatica that we currently work with today. For those of you that do business in the field, we, as mentioned earlier, have our own mobile app, as well as we can work within the Acumatica mobile app. So however you want to do business, whether it's through our app or through Acumatica's, you can take payments in both of those systems, and both of those systems will automatically sync with Acumatica just to ensure the best experience for both yourself and your customers. We also allow for card present payments. We have a couple different vendors that we work with from an equipment standpoint, but if you take cards in person, whether that's on the go in a mobile setting or in your office in a customer-facing environment, we've got a couple different options, terminals that you can purchase that directly integrate to Acumatica. So that customer comes into your office, they want to buy something, you can generate your order, your invoice like normal, select from within Acumatica one of the devices that we have connected, take that payment, get that card, swipe that EMV, Apple Pay, the tap to pay, all those features are available, and that payment will sync back into Acumatica and apply to whatever order or invoice it is being made on. So truly, EBizCharge kind of encompasses really any kind of environment that you could possibly have, and be able to accept payments in an easy way, and most importantly, have it synced to Acumatica, so you're not having to leave the program, utilize multiple tools, utilize multiple vendors. It just keeps you very centralized, makes everything just very, very, very easy. In addition to the transactions that you may initiate from Acumatica, people coming in person, the mobile pay, email pay stuff, EBizCharge also integrates to a ton of e-commerce platforms, but a lot of the ones that are already integrated to the Acumatica systems today, such as BigCommerce, Magento, WooCommerce. Those are probably the most common ones that we see that Acumatica users are using. But if you're not using one of those carts or using something else, there's a very, very, very good chance that that shopping cart platform does integrate with EBizCharge, and that process can just be so simple, from e-commerce all the way through the ERP, so that again everything is being centralized, everything is being just as easy and as touchless really as possible. That really concludes the session. Wanted to keep it as quick and easy and as informative as possible. You can always reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen here. Again, I'm been here for nearly 10 years, so I'm definitely a good contact as it comes to really kind of any question that you may possibly have. But having said that, we can probably wrap it up. Or actually, you know what? Why don't we do this? We'll go ahead and look at questions. Let's see if we have any questions. Go ahead and stop my share. All right, doesn't look like, let me look at our questions. Oh, doesn't look like we have any questions. So we'll hang out here for a couple minutes, but thank you everybody very much for joining our session. We certainly appreciate your time, and we're certainly here for anything you may need, questions, comments, concerns, partners, all of the above. So thank you again very much. We'll hang out here until our session is concluded, but have a great day and enjoy the rest of acuCONNECT. Appreciate it. Oh, it looks like we do have a question. Oh, it was kind of old. Does EBizCharge have mobile pay for Acumatica? Yes, I covered that earlier. We do work with our own mobile app, and we also work with the Acumatica mobile app. We are actually the first and only that currently integrates payments-wise with the Acumatica mobile app. So that question, I think, was a little bit old. I just saw it. But nonetheless, again, thank you, everybody, very much. We'll hang out here for a couple minutes if something does come up and we can address it. But otherwise, thanks again. Oh, I do see something in here from Nicole that you had heard the other day that we're coming out with the ability to use parent-child customer payments. And yes, that is absolutely the case. We so much of what we do and what we provide is customer requested. The parent-child thing, Nicole, that you had just mentioned, the customer payment portal, email pay, recurring billing, auto pay, all of these different tools are all really came from customer requests. We have our own team actually that reviews customer feature requests every week and green lights them and puts them on our roadmap and our projects board. And we are constantly releasing new versions of our system. In fact, every month that include new feature sets, new things people are looking for. That is a common thing that we do on a recurring basis because we realize that it is really so important for us to be meeting our customers' needs because every business is run and operated differently. So yeah, thank you for that, Nicole. Appreciate it.